Good morning, guys. Good morning. Welcome to the Fearless Morning Show, where we are having confessions and conversations about your everyday life. My name is Yamitra Jojo Waddell, the only Live Past Crazy specialist. So, what better place to be than here with me? Good morning, Tammy. Good morning, Lisa. It's gonna be it's gonna be a good day, y'all, because the day has started off with firecrackers. It's gonna be a good day. Like my eyes are. Hold on one second. My eyes are burning. We might need a little assistance this morning. And this is the shirt that is needed today. Don't make me use my HR voice. This shirt is needed. It's going to be the most amazing day today, Tammy. You have no idea how amazing this day is going to be. We have fresh mint leaves in our water, in our warm water. It's going to be a good day. It's going to be a good day because we have used HR voices early this morning. So yesterday, I hope you enjoyed the show yesterday. Did I lose you guys? Can y'all still see me? Because it looks frozen on this end. I hope you enjoyed the show yesterday. We talked about some things. And we are on a journey to understand things just a little bit better. And as we are understanding them a little, okay, good. As we're understanding them a little bit better, hopefully we're learning some things. So yesterday we talked about complex trauma and healing. We talked about conscious pathways, identity crisis. We talked about I am part 2A.1. Those are all this week has been really good. So if you missed this week, like, yeah, I don't know. I'm turning this into a whole master class because we're learning some things over here. So if you're learning, let me know. If you ain't, I appreciate you listening. Hopefully it helps. If not, honey, save it, share it for somebody else who may possibly need it. So I have a quote for today because the thought of the day is hope and expectations. So a miracle is the name given by those who have no faith to the works of faith. I'm going to write this down. A miracle is the name given by those who have no faith to the works of faith. That makes sense? So a miracle is what we call a thing that has happened to us because we have no faith in the works of faith. I call it a miracle because I don't understand. My belief is not strong enough that it's actually going to happen. So when it happens, it's a miracle. And I love that definition. That makes sense. Y'all with me? So if we've come to create. Whatever I say, I create. The mold is filled, right? It is in fact that creation is finished and everything exists when I create it, and excitement exists inside of me. Like I'm thrilled and I'm excited that my words are not coming back to me forward, that the thing I said that I wanted is actually going to come to be, right? And because I understand that stirs up my hope, right? My hope is then translated to an expectation. Hope implies expectation. I said it, I created it, I'm feeling it. And as I'm feeling it, the excitement of hope comes in, which equates to my expectation. So if I'm hoping for a thing, I've already said it, and into the journey of fulfilling it, I have that expectation that it is going to be. If I don't have the expectation that it's going to be, and then it happens, I'm calling it a miracle. Some people may argue with me on that. Say Jesus can move wonders and miracles to perform. He can. Whomever you believe in can. That miracle and hope cannot happen unless you first believe that it will. It is here. If you don't believe that your creator can do this thing, you shall never see it come to pass. That's fact. You have to believe. So in my belief, I get excited and I have the hope. It becomes my expectation that it will. But if I have a belief and I'm not strong in it, and my I am statement, when it comes to pass, because I'm wishy-washy, I then call it a miracle because I really had no faith that it would happen. If I had faith that it would happen, that's my expectation that I just received. Y'all with me? So hope implies expectation. If I'm not fully grounded in my hope and my faith of the thing, when it happens, I'm going to call it a miracle because my faith wasn't sure that it was really going to work. So when it happens, it is wondrous to my mind because I had no real idea that it was going to happen. But if I am and I create the mode and I feel it, and it is so, because my words can't come back to me void, then the result is always my expectation, and I'm not surprised. It is not a miracle and wonders to perform. It was the expectation, and it is given. Y'all with me? Does that make sense? Without expectation of success, it would be impossible to use consciously any of the law. Period. Law of polarities, which means there's equal and opposite, good and bad. Whatever law you want to insert here, unless you believe and have the expectation that it's going to happen consciously, it shall never be. This quotation means that faith is the awareness of the reality of that which you assume. Let me write, because I say these things, but I think y'all need to see it. Faith is the awareness of the reality of that which you assume. So if my faith is my awareness, it is my consciousness, it is the thing that I'm thinking of in it, because I've created and I feel it, I'm aware. Remember, we talked about the power of awareness, and I'm aware that what I'm creating, I am assuming that the expectation is going to be met. My hope is built on nothing less. Y'all know that song? If you've been in church for a minute, you just sung that whole verse. So my faith is the awareness, because I understand the power of my awareness, the power of my words to say I am, which is going to create my reality. So the expectation is that it is so. A miracle is the name given by those who have no faith to the works of faith. If I don't believe in I am, when something happens, I'm going to assume it's a miracle. He miraculously woke up and I was believing, but I really didn't know. You have to believe as if it is the foundations of the earth. Once you believe that, then the expectation is that. Good morning, Margaret. So on this great day, on this most amazing day, hope implies expectation. So if the expectation of a thing is my hope, Where am I getting? How strong is my faith in that expectation? How strong is the feeling of me knowing that I am? So yesterday, and I tell y'all all my business here. Yesterday, I got home before anybody else, and it was a beautiful day. I opened up the doors and the windows. Insert Bible verse, okay? Open up the doors and the windows. And I took that time to go around the house and speak my I am statements out loud. So with the windows and the doors open, I am, when I got to the kitchen, healthy. I am wealthy when I got to the office. I am wise when I got to the living room. I am that I am that I am. And I spoke my I am statements throughout the whole house as my windows and doors were open, because it's symbolic. Let me open up the windows and doors. He said, if you take the sides off your tent, which means if you remove the knots that you have bound to your living structure, if you open them up, then I can enlarge what you have. But if you keep it closed, I can't make that any bigger than what it is. Your faith can't go out the door and down the street. It can't, you can't hashtag change the world if you're in a closed room all the time. I opened up the doors and the windows, and I said my I am statements. Period. And I let them rest in my home. Meaning, I didn't say my I am statements and I was like, okay, well, now I'm done. And I shut the door. I sat down in the sun, Ray. I sat down in the sun in my living room where the sun was shining on my face. And I said more of my I am statements with my windows and my doors open. And I sat there till I understood that I am, like yesterday. Y'all missed yesterday's show. Who I am is I am because I create. Because I create, I make a mold. Because I make a mold, I feel the mold. I am because I am. Who I am is I am because I am has created me. And when we understand these I am statements and we decide to move in them and let them rest with us, because you can't just say it and keep moving. You got to say it, feel it, and understand it. Insert your hope and expectation that what I'm saying, the expectation is that it is so. So that's what I did yesterday evening. And when I felt ready to move, I moved. And I gently closed my windows and my doors. And in those moments, I was thankful that what did not serve left and what was needed came. Sometimes I think you symbolically have to do it so that because your eye needs to see things first before your mind can comprehend it. Have you ever heard people say they ride around in different neighborhoods and they see different homes because they need to see it first before they know they can comprehend it? Same thing. So if you open up the windows and the doors, that's symbolic for you. You sit in the sun, that's symbolic. You understand the I am statements and you let them rest. Now listen, I'm not your religious girl, okay? I believe religion gives you something to do. Spirituality gives you something to be. And the minute you take the box out of you take yourself out of the box of religion, your concept of the creator changes. As long as, listen, I'm Amy Zion to my heart. I love my elders and my bishops and all the rules and regulations. But the minute I took that box off of my religion and I understood I don't have to seek a relationship with the creator, I am the relationship with the creator. And I allow that to grow and be, because inside the structure of religion, there are rules to God. There are rules to the Creator that you assume you have to follow. Oh, honey, if the Creator is limitless, why do we allow religion to put limits on him? Good morning, Miss Love. But that's just my personal opinion. And honey, please do with it as you will. So on this great day, our hope and expectation, a miracle is the name given by those who have no faith to the works of faith. Okay? So if I don't assume that I'm getting ready to have this thing, and I don't really believe it, I half believe it, when it comes, I'm going to call it a miracle. But if I understood my faith and it happened, it's my expectation. Okay? Period. Faith is the awareness of the reality of that which you have assumed. So on this great, most amazing day, as we have talked about the I am statement part 2A, we've talked about complex trauma, complex healing. We have talked about all the things this week. We're going to end it with the hope and expectation. Good morning, Sandra. I've been thinking about you. I've been praying for you, friend. So on this great day, and I want you to have the most amazing day ever. I want you to understand the simplicity of the I am. And yes, if it was that easy, JoJo, everybody would be doing it. And it's because it's that easy that nobody is doing it, because they assume that everything dealing with the Creator, whatever religion you subscribe to, has to be difficult. When it was written, it's about as plain as you can get. If you change your mind, if you look at what you're thinking about, if you give your words and your breath direction every day, if you understand the I am statement, if you understand I am, and as soon as you say it, it creates a mold, and then you feel that mold, and you're on a journey to that. Your hope and expectations, we talked about the conscious pathway. We talked about consciously being aware, the power of your awareness. If I'm consciously aware of what I said, in the pathway to feel the mold to what I just created, if I'm consciously aware of that, then my hope, which gives me that excitement of the created thing that I just created, my expectation is that the mold is filled with that thing. I am never destroys, it only creates. Good or bad, I am broke. I will be broke after this. Every time you open your mouth, you're creating a mold. You feel it every time you create it. Your conscious pathway is leading you down the path. In the middle, this Tuesday or Wednesday, we talked about the identity crisis that we have right here. And that sometimes our identity crisis was wrapped up in chaos because that's how we grew up. Listen, can I tell, I want to share something that I don't know if everybody's going to understand or agree with. Some of us, we grew up in chaos and crazy. It became our crisis. We grew up in that. It became our identity. We were introduced to religion. We became the super duper Christian, where I can spray you with holy oil. I can deep fry you in holy oil. I can speak in tongues. I can fall out. I can do all the things. I got the power of the healing. You can call me whatever. I've done all the things. And because I've gravitated to a thing that I assume that's going to take me out of my chaos, because I grew up in chaos, I identified with it. Somebody introduced religion to me that says your chaos can end if you go here. But then when you get here, your chaos doesn't stop. So now you're inside the box of religion, but you still have chaos. You still have crazy. You don't have peace. You don't have understanding. You don't have, there are things that are missing that you assume that when you got to this place, it would be. But it's not. You drug it there. Insert praying and Lord, remove this from me. And as soon as you get up from the altar, you pick up your crazy and take it back with you because you identify with crisis. It doesn't matter if you sit inside the box of religion until you change your identity. You're bringing it with you, and it's not going anywhere. It's actually going to manifest itself even more because now you're trying to put this chaos into the box of religion. And inside of this box of religion is chaos by already. So now you're assuming, well, everything should be better because I'm in this box of religion. They told me if I came here that my chaos would stop. Until you identify with the piece of whatever your religion that it is, you're living in the identity crisis and you're bringing your chaos here. It's not going to disappear. You have to, as you're creating it, consciously be aware of the pathway of where you're arriving every day. Where we talked about complex healing and complex trauma, you have to go back and identify and work through that complex trauma and healing to receive or understand what people are saying about this thing. Insert religion, insert a church, insert relationship, insert financial blessing, insert whatever it is that you assume if I arrive here, I'm going to be better because there's chaos over here. But if I get here, it's going to be better. And then when you get here, it's not. Your chaos came and now it's attached to it. And now you can't separate the two and you don't understand. If you don't understand the healing process and consciously aware of your pathway, your complex trauma will sit in the middle of what you assumed should have been your healing place. And if you're not willing, we talked about this. Where's my quote from yesterday? If I can't handle what I want to heal from, I will go back to the trauma from where I came from. Not only will I go back, I'm going to bring it with me to this new place. Insert, you can't pour old wine to new. Insert the man at the gate. He understood the destination. He was at the right place, right time, right opportunity. Wrong him. His mindset couldn't comprehend that the chaos could end and stop at his destination. But first, he had to work through the thing. Y'all with me? And a lot of people say, well, if you just believe in religion, it will be okay. It won't. You have to consciously want that thing to change and consciously choose a pathway to change it every day. You can say, I want to be free of alcohol. Did you consciously choose a pathway every day to get there? I want to be free mentally, emotionally, physically, financially, but is my pathway that I'm choosing every day going to land me there? So on this great day, it's going to be the most amazing day ever. I want you to be peaceful, period, because there's nothing after that, okay? Nothing after that whatsoever. Nothing. And as soon as you understand that part, the better everything else is going to be. So on this great day, there is a freebie, the 14-day free love challenge, self-love challenge. It is just a book of affirmations and journal entries. It is yours for free until Monday. So please share that with whomever you chose or whomever you choose. Hopefully it will help as we get deeper in this I am statement, because we're still in the circle of me and we're in the I am phase of it. As we get deeper into it, you know, because now we're at the hope and expectation part. So as we get deeper into that thing, let's work that out. So I hope you have the most amazing day. I want you to be peaceful, period, because there's nothing after that. There's nothing after that. Okay? On this great, most amazing day. Please go back and watch all this week. I Am Part 2A, Part 1. What was the other one? Let me pull it back up. We talked about I Am. That was Monday. Identity Crisis on Tuesday. Wednesday was Conscious Pathways and Acceptance. Yesterday was Complex Trauma and Complex Healing. Today is Hope and Expectation. So it's a nice little thing. Now, if you wonder where we're coming from, go all the way back to was that January? Yeah. Yep. January the 4th. Yep. Go back that far and then come forward, because we're working on some things. I know it may be a lot to look at, but I promise it will make more sense once you are here. Actually, it was January 24th. You can go back to the 4th, but it was January the 24th. So on this great, most amazing day, your expectations, right, are the thing. If your expectation is not, a miracle is the name given by those who have no faith to the works of faith. It is the fact that creation is finished and everything that exists, it stirs up a hope. That hope then implies expectation. If you create and you don't have the expectation that it is so, it will not happen. And if it does happen, you assume it is a miraculous thing. So on this great day, let your expectation be so. Honey, take the opportunity today, and you don't have to do like I do, but I'm telling you, it helps sets the peace in your home. I opened the windows and the doors yesterday. I walked around the house. I said my I am statements. I then sat in the sun and said my I am statements as a reminder to myself that I am, because I am lives here. And if you assume this destination is going to bring you peace, love, joy, and happiness, but you're not conscious of your pathway to get here, you will come here with your crazy, your chaos, your trauma, and you will not find peace here. It will simply be religion with you sitting in your chaos. It will simply be a home with you sitting in your chaos. You may assume financial freedom is where it's at, but you will be sitting in inside of your chaos. It then takes on a whole nother meaning. Well, chaos will envelop the thing. And then you'll wonder why there is no freedom, because the thing that you said you wanted is overtaken by the things that you're not ready to heal from or work through or identify. And so it eats what I said I wanted. I wanted freedom and I wanted religion. I wanted this, but because I did not work through my chaos and my expectation is it's never going away, it eats the thing that I said I wanted. So when people say, if you just find Jesus, God will make a way, whatever religion, I use that because Christianity is the easiest. If you get to that destination, and you can even argue, but Jojo, bring all the chaos to him and lay it at his feet. But if you keep picking it up, ain't no damn difference. It's chaos. There's no difference in me living it here and living inside the box of religion. It is still chaos and mayhem. It is still craziness. Except now I dress it up on Sunday morning and I take it with me to the church house and I cry and I pass out and I fall out and I need somebody to lay hands on me and I need the holy oil. I need the purple cloth over my leg. I need the white cloth, honey. I need the bishop. I need the lady to lay her hands on my head like she did and roll my head around and declare that the Lord was going to make my hair grow back. If I bring my crazy here, and I am not conscious of my pathway of where I'm going, my chaos will meet this. And this will no longer be the safe place. My chaos will eat it. It shall not stand. Double-minded man at the gate called beautiful, honey, whatever, insert whatever story or parable you choose. It will eat it. That's how you can have financial freedom and still be depressed, have all the chaos and all the things. Did I become consciously aware of what I was doing on the way to this that said would give me freedom? Some people arrive here and don't know how to live here. Oh, I like that. Somebody write that down. Some people arrive here but don't know how to live here. I want to be free, but you don't know how to live it. I want this, but you don't know how to live it because your conscious pathway said something different. So when you got to this place, I'm ready for healing. I'm ready for Sister Rise retreat. But when you come here, because you haven't done some pre-work, when you get here, chaos will meet you here. You will eat Sister Rise retreat. You won't get anything from it. You won't receive from it. It won't be better when you leave. You will leave the same way that you came. And I don't wish that for you. I want there to be a difference for you. The difference has to start with you, your hope, your expectation, your conscious pathway, the power of awareness, complex trauma, complex healing, understanding the I am statement. You have got to have done some work so that when you get here, you can appreciate here. Because some of us, we get here, wherever this is, we don't understand it, we don't appreciate it, it doesn't make